I left because I needed the world to be vast again. Because the noise of my life had become a cage, endless notifications, the hum of other people's expectations, the weight of my looping thoughts. I needed silence so deep it would echo. So I booked a ticket to Iceland in the dead of winter, when the sun barely rises and the cold could kill you if you stood still too long. I rented a jeep with tires studded for ice and drove into the highlands, where the roads dwindled into frozen tracks and the only signs of life were the occasional Arctic foxes darting like ghosts between the rocks. I didn't tell many people where I was going. There was a part of me that wanted to disappear, just for a little while. The night under the lights, I pitched my tent on a stretch of black sand, far from any town, where the wind howled like something alive. The cold bit through layers of fleece and down, but I didn't care. I built a small fire, more for the comfort of its light than its warmth, and waited. Then they came, the northern lights. At first, just a faint green ripple, like a sigh across the sky. Then they erupted, twisting in great luminous waves, shimmering between emerald and violet, as if the atmosphere itself had cracked open to reveal something celestial. I lay back in the snow, breathless, feeling impossibly small. That was when the loneliness hit, not the sharp, aching kind, but something deeper, a hollowed-out wonder. There was no one to turn to and say, look, no shared gasp, no fingers brushing in awe, just me and the indifferent majesty of the cosmos. It was beautiful, and it hurt. I fell asleep there, curled in my sleeping bag, the cold pressing in, the sky still pulsing above me. In my dreams, the lights became voices whispering, calling, but I could never quite make out the words. When I woke, my cheeks were frozen, my body stiff, and the dawn was a thin gray line on the horizon. I drove back to Reykjavik that morning, the heater blasting, my bones still humming with the cold. I didn't feel healed. I didn't feel found. But for the first time in a long time, I felt real. And sometimes that's enough.